New Zealand's fans were praying for a change in fortune against the English, and they had them answered when Chris Martin went straight through Alastair Cook early. The Kiwis' #1 all-rounder Jacob Oram followed Martin's lead when he ripped one past Kevin Peterson to reduce the tourists to 3 for 55. Away Shah's day at Wellington was one to forget. First he committed the cardinal sin when he ran out his captain, and then managed to find himself short of the crease.
Could be another run out. I think they've got him, and this time it's away Shah.
Jitan Patel nailed the coffin on the tourists' woeful effort of 130 all out. New Zealand brilliant in the field.
Vittori as well, and there weren't many highlights for the English batsmen. They struggled, really struggled in this environment. The 50 over game really saw them a little bit tentative at the start. Mustard played and missed a number of occasions to Kyle Mills, and all they could get was deflections. And inside edge there from Mustard saw him get his second boundary. Chance went down McCullum, a tough one. And then the first wicket. 34 on the board, Chris Martin getting out to Alastair Cook. It was a good stroke from Ian Bell, but it was the only one he was to play as he dragged on a slower ball. Second for Martin. It brought Kevin Peterson to centre stage, and one thought that the great player he might just be the player of the match, but Jacob Oram back in the side, sent him on his way for Collingwood. Had a bit of luck there, but the runs were only coming at a trickle. Ones here and the odd two, and then Mustard was finally undone by a slow ball from Styrus. Vittori came into the attack quite late because things were under control with Styrus bowling his 10 right through, and he only conceded just 22 runs from his 10 overs. Then the run out started. There were 3 of them. That was the first one. Ross Taylor brilliant at mid-wicket. Bopara hauled out to a long hop. And there was good energy throughout from this New Zealand side. There could have been many run-outs on this day. Vittori kept things under check, as did Styrus. Here's the second run-out. Sent back. And Swan was gone. Howe picked up 2 of the 3 run-outs. There was a tense and tight tussle, and this was the next run out. It was Jamie Howe who did the trick again. Brilliant fielding straight into the hands of McCullum. And Owe Shah, who proved to be a danger in the middle there, he was gone for just 20. It was left to Stuart Broad to just try and bat it out. Along with side bottom, they crawled their way to 130. Jeet Patel came in late in the piece and bowled beautifully. In fact, he was the most economical with 2 for 14 from 6.4 overs. And then it was all over. England would bowl out.
Debutant Jesse Ryder opened for the Black Caps and then opened up on the English attack.
That's a good stroke. Short arm jab, and the first 6 of the match. Jesse Ryder's home crowd on their feet here at the stadium.
Brendan McCullum was at his brutal best, spanking Ryan's side bottom for a monster 6.
There's a play. Stand and deliver.
England had something to cheer when Ryder holed out in the deep after going for 1 boundary too many, and McCullum feathered one down the leg side to give Stuart Broad 2 wickets. That's where the highlights ended for the tourists. Jamie Howe stabilised, and then Ross Taylor set about finishing off the chase as quickly as possible.
Oh, heavens above, that's gone 25 rows back. Taylor's signature shot.
The Black Caps cruising home to a comfortable win to lead the best of 5 game series 1-0. Sean Maloney, Fox Sports News.
So, in summary, England a disappointing 130 from 49.4 overs, really. They got it wrong. I don't think it was a bad wicket, because when you look at the way that New Zealand played, 131 for 4 when they won, they did it in 30 overs. You'd have to say they were setting themselves up for something like 260 had they batted first. Rightio, let's head down to Simon Doull, who has, well, the jubilant captain.
Yeah, Daniel Vettori, welcome back, mate.
Yeah, satisfying. Obviously, a very good win, and we did everything that was asked of us. So it's very pleasing. I know there's a happy dressing room in there.
Summed up the pitch quite well, I thought, the bowlers early on. We saw a lot of slow balls from both bowlers, but at the top, Mills and Martin, fantastic.
Yeah, I thought they did a wonderful job, set the tone. It was the first time we played on the drop and wicket at the stadium, but it followed the trend of most wickets we play here, where it tends to be a little bit too paced and probably a little bit slower. And I thought our bowlers adapted the whole way through.
Styris bowled very, very well. Just took the pace off the ball. Little off-cutters. He sums up wickets very well. He decides whether he needs to bowl the off-cutters, the slower balls, or he needs to bowl the swinging style delivery. And then he delivers it more seam up. He decided that this wicket was to take the pace off it, bowl those little cutters, which he has been working on over the last year or so. And didn't he get good reward? Wasn't he pleased to be in the game? Disappointing with the bat, but with the ball, boy, he was a happy player. Right, well, let's head back to Simon Doull, who has the losing captain.
Yeah, thanks, Rigger. Paul, not a great performance tonight, unfortunately, for you guys.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing. Obviously, you know, not enough runs on the board, 130. You know, you're always chasing the game with the ball. You know, the bowlers went out there, bowled really well. But as I said, we needed wickets early doors, and McCullum and Ryder came out and were fairly aggressive, and you know, got them off to a great start, so it's hard to drag it back from there.
We all thought it was a pretty good wicket, perhaps not a 250, 260 wicket, but not a 130 wicket. You didn't get that wrong, did you?
Yeah, I mean, if we got up towards maybe 200 runs, I think it would have been a defendable total. It looked obviously a belter when we turned up this morning, but it turned out to be a lot slower and lower. And you know, New Zealand bowled well. Stuck to the plans, bowled pretty straight in it, and fielded exceptionally well as well. So yeah, we're disappointed. Obviously, we didn't get a few more runs on the board, get up towards 200, and it would have been defendable.